Okay, Islam Sheikh Arrington-Bey, my Moorish American nation and family, and Imani Great Bay. Also, this May 16, 2021, I want to tell you about this unclean spirit. Look, what the government can put on you. They call putting on you, where it can engage and cause you to. It can cause you to forget, take a thought. So what it's doing is, when I shine my light, I can see it. It's usually a brown skin. Looks like somebody from South America, Mexico, that sort of look, Central America. What it does is this unclean spirit, which is a weapon that their government has used. That's 9 times out of 10 the United States Navy or military. It's the same act of terrorism that they would use if they wanted to mentally program someone. Okay, say if the military, who's being used by a foreign government, wanted to do a form of mental programming experiments upon a nation of people. And the only way they could do it is to force or is to do different tactics, similar to like Hitler. So Hitler, what they could say, went through a different process of starving Jews, according to some literature, and killed millions of Jews, according to some literature. And also there were experiments done on Jews, according to some literature, history. All right. So that's the same what they would use these unclean spirits to do. So what I noticed is this spirit that looked to be from Mexico, South America, Central America. You know, that brown skin with the black hair. A lot of them have will force mental engage with the outer sheath. And it can literally take a thought away or actually attack the genitals. So it's a demon that they put upon you. And so, for instance, a black Negro male once is upset because you don't want to have nothing to do with, or the females or that community is upset because you wouldn't have nothing to do with them, or you speaking truth about them. And they connected to the military. That's unnaturalized. So they'll use one of these demons, or the pale skin, whatever. So they use one of these demons to put upon you to break you down. So when one of their black males, this is unclean spirits, I'm giving you a hypothetical thought. One of the Negro black bucks, one of the nasty, filthy black bucks, or other unclean spirits approach you, you'd be so tired as a woman because of that Mexican or that El Salvadorian or that South American demon, that unclean spirit that they leash, that they put upon you, has been attacking you, that you'd be like, it's okay, you know, I'll be your friend, you know, love, and you know, so this is what they do to try to subjugate, and this is true. This is called spiritual and mental warfare. So what I noticed is, because I can see it because I shine my light, this is dealing with the spirit realm. And so then, or once the spirit engaged, like they'll say, like some of them will start saying, he's hungry, or are you hungry? You know, we give you what you need. So they thinking on a low level, like a beast, demonic, unclean, incubus, succubus level. This is not just with Spanish speaking, the black Negro and the pale skin. In that little set, like they call Freemason 33 and 3. That's how they think. They think about sex, slave breeding, and in that matrix. So what I do is I just allow what's happening to happen. And see, how you know it's not affecting you, the core, is when these unclean spirits, so when they see, because they can see when it engage, they'll grab their phone, whether it's a black Negro male or female, they'll grab their phone, or the Spanish speaking, and they'll do something. I don't know, maybe because in Annapolis they have the Navy base, the Marine base. As far as I know, the Marine is here, and the army base here in this little city of Annapolis. So they'll grab their phone and start doing like this. Then all of a sudden, I would see this spirit visually appear attacking my sheep. Literally, and it looks like it's from Mexico or South America, that brown skin, or it could be a black Negro, bald, black. So what they're doing is using these acts of terrorism to try to subjugate. So that this is dealing with spirit, okay, and this spiritual, and this is truth, okay, so that the person who is experiencing this will be broken down. And so when one of their filthy males or females approach, they'll be more receptive, okay, more receptive to engage, to amalgamate. So they get so tired of being raped. They get so tired of being molested. They get so tired of their rights being abused that they will eventually look at one of them and say, "You're not an animal. We're the same. You're not a beast. We're all the same." Okay? So that's what's going on. So what I do is allow it to happen so I can learn, because I can tell when it's engaging. But what really makes me feel good is when they see this, I can tell when a spirit that's unclean that speaks Spanish see that is engaging. They'll be looking and they hoping that I'll feel some type of, these are unclean spirits, not all. They're hoping I'll have some type of emotional engagement with them. And when they see that I can see them for who they really are, that filthy, unclean, demonic energy, they get angry. The Spanish speaking, whether they're from Mexico, El Salvador, South America, they are angry because they realize it's not working. The black Negro, African American, same thing. They get angry because they realize it's not working. Okay? Because what they're doing is engaging, they're using the spirits, and 9 times out of 10 is done by that which is controlled by the military, the police, which they are controlled by a foreign entity because they are not upholding constitutional laws. Because they're doing it so that hopefully that spirit will take over your mind. And so when one of them smile and try to be friends with you, you'll be like, okay, you know. So that is on spirit possession. Also, these spirits they can manipulate water. Like you can feel it cannot be raining, but they can carry themselves where they can actually spit. Okay, the spirit is on you, or unclean spirits that their government is using as terrorists can be on you or following you. It can literally spit, and you don't see anything around you, but they can project or manifest that spit and spit on you. Or they can move objects, shake your bed. What else they can do? So, and then once again, they're using these unclean, unnatural spirits as terrorists. So now imagine what happened in Texas when when there was a blackout, when they didn't have any electricity, they didn't have any food, and they didn't have any water. Imagine what happened there and the chaos those people went through. Because the same spirits that are here, they are in Texas. So anyway, moving forward. What else they can do? I'm trying to remember also. That's what I know and what I noticed. So what they're doing is, so when they engage these unclean spirits and they attack the genitals, the black, Negro, female, and males, they be with their children. They literally are happy because they're like, you know, she don't want to have sex with our males. She don't want her son to have. These are unclean spirits, not all. Her son to have sex with our females. But look what we can do to show we have control over her. You understand? Because once again, you're dealing with those who are outside of constitutional law. They don't respect rights. They don't respect freedom. They don't respect liberty. They don't respect the well-being. They are outside of constitutional, natural law. But yet they will yell racist. Because they don't. If you're racist, you have the right to be racist. You have the right to be racist. You just don't have the right to act upon it will infringe on someone else's liberty, freedom, or well-being. You have the right. If you're a Klansman, you have the right to be a Klansman, a Ku Klux Klansman. If you hate Jews, you have the right to hate Jews. If you hate blacks, you call them niggers. You have the right to call a black nigger. If you hate Moorish Americans, you have the right. But as long as you don't act upon it and infringe on their liberty, then that's the issue. If you hate the white, the pale skin, you have the right. They're not white. The pale skin, you have the right to hate them. If you hate the Mexican, you call the Mexican wetback. You call the South American filth, whatever, the Central America. You have the right to feel the way you do as long as you don't act upon it in a hostile way where it infringes on someone, on their liberty and their well-being, their freedom. Islam. And so because this is all a part of constitutional law. This is all a part of constitutional rights. You have the right to feel the way you want to do. So anyway, another thing I wanted to tell you about Alexis, I didn't say, this is March 16th. I thought it was odd. A black male came into Burger King asking about her. Miss Phyllis didn't know who she was. This was Friday, I think it was. And Miss Phyllis didn't know who she was. She didn't work. I told the guy I don't give out information about coworkers. And I told Miss Phyllis I don't know if she didn't have the information about Alexis yet or not, but she definitely didn't know. She told the guy she don't know Alexis. I told Alexis today about the black male, and she was like, I don't know anyone here. He's probably a pervert. Was he over 40? I was like, yeah, he was. Looks like it. She was like, I don't know anyone here, so I don't even want to wear my name tag. She didn't have her name tag on today. So I thought that was sort of interesting or odd, because that's exactly my profile, Imani Gray Bay profile. We don't know anyone here personally, and and I gave testimony about stalkers. So she was like, I don't know him. Nobody should know me, and that sort of thing. Islam. And I'll leave it at that.